Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome everybody to Paul's Monday Market Update number 231 for Monday, 13th of July 2026. I hope you're all well. Hope you can hear me. Hope you can see the slides as well. If you are in the room, it'd be good to know that the technology is working for us rather than against us. Fabulous to have people here. Hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you've enjoyed some of those sporting results over the weekend. Hope you're ready for what is going to be a pretty busy week ahead in markets. Okay, it's basically it's a week where kind of markets going to enter a bit of a crucial week as earnings seasons begin and the inflation returns to center stage and a whole host of other things. Okay. For those of you joining us for the first time, the Monday Market Update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can share with you in the next 30 minutes, looking at strength and weakness within FX indices and commodities markets, looking at a few charts of interest, add to your watch lists, and then a look at the live markets. It is not a signal service. It's not trade recommendations. It's me sharing with you what I'm looking at, which may be of relevance or interest to yourselves. And as always, if you want a little bit more help and support, okay, to sustain performance during the next quarter, the VTP Trader Accountability Group is running, helping you build kind of discipline, accountability, and consistency in your own trading. As always, if you've got questions, you can ping me, okay? You can look at the bit.ly code or use that QR code to find out a bit more information. Okay, so here are charts of interest. So there's just always a few, 5 or 6 charts that I put up that are on my watch list. Okay, either because there's earnings coming up, there's events coming up, or there's a learning point because there's some fabulous price action or some terrible price action. It could be either that. Hopefully, you might either want to add to your watch list or sort of just take a look at what it's providing you. So where are we starting this week? This is the CAC 40, okay, the French equity index, all right? So not something we cover too much, just on occasion, but it's starting to get of interest there. CAC, its exposure is all to like luxury goods, financials, industrials, and energy. And so why am I kind of interested in this at the moment? So you might say it has been in a grinding its way higher, hasn't it? Okay, it's I see this as very much a horizontal index, as in there's some real significant levels of support and resistance there that hopefully you can see on the chart. We have been above 8,000, okay, since the sort of in May time. We bounced here off the 50 period moving average, all right, and we've ground our way up here, and we're at 8,500, which is kind of, as you can see, last time we were up at this level, it kind of fell away, and then last week we printed. To me, that is still a bearish engulfing candle. Yeah, all right, there is a bit of a tail on it, but it's a bearish engulfing candle. All right, the price rally there at that kind of 8,500 level there, and naturally people are looking at the data. So you've got, as I said, you've got US inflation data. All right, that's going to drive European market sentiment this week. Higher oil prices will support kind of energy stocks and also on that kind of risk appetite. But then also, as I said, a lot of this is made up of luxury goods, all right, and those kind of luxury names, they remain sensitive to Chinese growth expectations. But I think it's more, for me, it's more kind of the geopolitical, more maybe domestic political events that are going on. Okay, what we have certainly seen is that it's looking like, regardless of the efforts of the efforts of the establishment at this moment, it still looks like Marine Le Pen is kind of odds on to win the kind of next presidential election. Now, of course, a lot can happen between now and then. There's an awful lot of chicanery that can go on, but I think that probably is one of the things that perhaps maybe is waiting on the CAC themselves, that kind of, let's say, domestic political turmoil. Certainly for myself, okay, we've had this kind of 8250 area, okay, 8250 area, which has acted as pretty clear resistance in the past, and now you look and see, will that act as support, right? Will that act as support? Will we flip it from resistance to support, which would kind of negate this, or does this bearish engulfing candle take us lower through that level down to the 50 period moving average at 8,100? Okay, so I'm kind of going to be curious to see the sort of direction of travel over the next few weeks in the CAC, and we'll have a look at that compared to the DAX when we switch across to the live markets in a moment.